How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Skyrim comparison video. Today we're going to be talking about the Azuras Star quest. Now, this is actually a great quest, and it gives you a very good Daedric artifact when you complete it. For those of you who aren't familiar with the quest, or what the Azuras Star even is, I'll give you a quick summary and then we'll discuss the quest. So, the quest starts with Nelakar, one of the, I guess, ex-college mages in Winterhoard's Inn, and you basically have to go find the Star of Azura. Azura is one of the Daedric gods, and you have to retrieve it for her because there's this kind of necromancer guy who took it to Illinortis Deep with his necromancer team, and in order to kind of prolong his life forever, he literally trapped himself within Azura's Star, and he had his necromancer team bring him fresh souls every now and again for him to like feast on, I suppose, to stay immortal, which I think is extremely funny, because in order to become immortal, he basically removed any meaning from his life, so it's kind of ironic. But anyways, when you complete this quest, you get a choice to either repair the Azura's Star and give it back to her, and in exchange you get to keep it. And the Azura's Star is basically an infinitely refilling soul gem. You can trap any soul from petty, lesser, common, greater, or grand within it, and then you can use it to enchant something or recharge an enchant, which is extremely great because, you know, it's infinite. But you have a second choice, and the second choice is to not give it back to her and instead get the Black Star. So what the Black Star is it's the same thing as the Azura's Star, an infinitely refilling soul gem. However, the only soul you can put inside of it is black soul. If you don't know, a black soul is just any soul from like a humanoid, like from a bandit or a forsworn or even an NPC. So that limitation does kind of, you know, let's talk about which one should you really choose, both from a gameplay utility perspective and from a sort of lore perspective. So from the lore perspective, you definitely do not want to, you know, take the Black Star, because by doing that you're defying Azura, a Daedric god, and you know, she got, you know, you don't want to fuck with the Daedric gods because they're immortal. They will literally do whatever it takes to get their Daedric artifact back. So yeah, you might temporarily benefit from it, but you're probably gonna die a horrible death eventually when she catches up to you. But from a utility perspective, should you return Azura's Star, well, you can trap literally any soul in it except for a black soul. So if you do that, that's great. You know, a lot of flexibility. So if you have an enchanted item like a sword that has an incredibly powerful enchantment on it, but it reduces its charge very quickly, this would be very good, as you could pretty much never have it lose its charge because you have infinite like filling. If you kill a wolf, you know, you get a bunch of the charge back. If you kill a giant, you probably get all of it back. So that's obviously great. It has a lot more flexibility and you can use it for a lot greater things. I mean, obviously you would stay in Azura's good graces if you do this, but let's just be completely honest, it's not as good. Like, a petty soul is really just not going to provide any value, and it's extraordinarily infuriating because if you don't have a bunch of petty soul gems on you and you accidentally store trap like a mud crab or something, it will go into Azura's Star and you will have to use it before you can fill it up again. So you might accidentally do it without realizing and then like try to go kill a mammoth, waste all of that time just to not even get its grand soul. And so now, what's the benefits of the black soul, the Black Star? Well, let's be completely honest, there's an overwhelming abundance of opportunity to kill a humanoid. So it's not like the limitation of only getting black soul is actually bad. Like, it's almost good because you would want to have the best souls, right? And for those of you who don't know, a black soul has the same like equivalent power a grand soul. So a grand soul and black souls are the best in the game, and the only way to get a grand soul is like a mammoth. I'm pretty sure that mammoths are the only thing in the game that have that. Like, not even a giant. A giant has a greater soul, and I think a dragon priest, if it has one, I think it would give a greater, but I don't think it would give a grand. So if you want to get a grand soul, it's either kill a mammoth or kill a bandit. You know what I mean? Like, a bandit, like the weakest enemy in the game, versus a mammoth, which is like pretty difficult unless you're level like 20. So there's actually a bug I want to mention. I've never had this experience myself, but while doing research, apparently, like, I found out that apparently there's a bug which allows the Black Star to be able to absorb any soul anyways. So I've never had that to me, but if that does happen to you, then it kind of negates the whole reason of even choosing Azura's Star, because not only would the Black Star with this bug give you black souls, but literally every other one that you could possibly have. So it's like it's just better than it in every way. And yeah, of course, Azura will exact revenge on you from lore perspective. perspective. Obviously in game, nothing like that happens. But you know, if you want to roleplay, defying a Daedric god is kind of like, you know, but at the same time, you know, it could be a cool idea to be like the guy who fucks over every Daedric god that you possibly can. I think that's kind of interesting. So, to summarize, if you want the high flexibility, I don't know, I mean, realistically, I'm trying really hard to give this an unbiased and fair analysis, but I just cannot see why you wouldn't choose the Black Star. From a gameplay perspective, you know, you don't need petty swords that bad, and if you do need, like, petty swords really badly, just buy an empty petty sword gem. Fuck it, buy a filled petty sword gem. It's $100 for a filled petty sword gem. That's how cheap it is, and I think it's empty is like fucking $30. You could buy 10 of those for $300. $300 is basically nothing. And same with lessers and common swords. Those gems are very abundant. First of all, they're abundant in dungeons. You can find them as loot everywhere. But not only that, like, you can buy them cheaply. And then if you want greater swords, I don't know why you'd ever want a greater sword. Like, it's literally an empty or a filled greater sword gem is almost as expensive as a grand. So you're losing a lot of money anyway, but you're just getting an inferior product. So I can understand why you'd want petty, lesser, or common, you know, to grind enchanting, but I would never understand why you'd want greater specific. So in short, when it comes to enchanting items, black swords are the best because they're abundant and they have the best quality. And when it comes to refilling already enchanted items, black swords are the best because they are abundant and they give you the best quality. So realistically, I could not recommend any situation why you'd pick Azuras Star. Always go with the Black Star. That's my analysis. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure you do remember to drop a sub and drop a comment, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think I said that twice. Leave a sub and a comment, and don't forget to leave a comment. Yeah, wow. Thank you for watching. Stay awesome as always, and peace out.